We all know living and working in London can be quite tiring, whether it's school, work, taxes, laundry, kids, dinner. There are always things that we need getting on with all the time. It can all become a little bit stressful. So much so that sleep sometimes is not a priority. Much better. Now, the recommended amount of sleep for adults is between 7 and 9 hours. In London, however, a tenth of people only sleep for about 5 hours a night, and 5% of people sleep for 4. On top of that, 13% of Londoners require something to go to sleep to, like music or a podcast, every single night. If you've been on YouTube for a while, I'm sure you'll be aware of the ASMR community. For those who don't know what ASMR is, it stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Well, what's that? It's basically a weird tingly feeling you get on the back of your head, and your hairs stick up when you hear certain sounds. For example, crinkly bubble wrap paper or little tiny polished bits of wood gently tapping together. Maybe? A lot of people think they're pretty weird. However, there are 500,000 ASMR channels on YouTube with over 25 million videos. It's meant to help people feel relaxed and, most importantly, fall asleep. Could ASMR be the cure to London's insomnia? It's one thing to watch ASMR on YouTube. To watch it in person is a whole other affair. I went to see Cherish, who owns an ASMR business, and asked her about what she does and what ASMR means to her.
So I've always been into ASMR, and I used to fall asleep to ASMR videos. There's a lot on YouTube, a lot on TikTok, lots of triggers, lots of noises. And then I came across a video on YouTube where someone was actually doing it on someone. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is so up my street. I really need to actually try and find one. So I looked everywhere, couldn't find anything in London. The only nearest one I could find was Scotland and in America. So that was a bit too far. And I was like, last October, I was thinking, Cherish, this is your time, set it up. And I've always wanted to help people, and I've always been told I've got healing hands. So I just bought the bed, bought the tools, and then did my first client, and it just took off from there. A lot of my clients have said that they've been sleeping so much better after coming here, and also when they can't sleep, they bring themselves back into as if they were here, and you know, they just relax and totally fall asleep. So I do feel that it does help with that.
While ASMR is split about 50-50 between men and women watching on the internet, Cherish has been trying to remove stigmas against men receiving a healthy amount of ASMR.
Not a lot of ASMR therapists do men, but I'm very a big advocate on men's mental health as well as women's mental health. And the feedback that I've got from the 3 male clients that I have had, 2 of them being repeat returners, is that they've absolutely loved it. They were quite apprehensive of what it would be like, but the soft touches and just feeling that they're in a safe place to actually receive that without being deemed as too feminine or too, you know, not masculine enough has been really good, and they've really enjoyed it.
Cherish also believes that ASMR has its uses in combating mental ill health.
Yeah, I would feel that it helps with sleep, it helps with stress. You can come here and just forget about the whole world and actually really unwind. And it takes you to a place of euphoric, I think. A lot of the clients that I've had have said that they've gone into a state of euphoric because of the sensory touch and stuff. So I do really feel that it needs to be more looked in for stress relief, mental health. I definitely want to move more into mental health and people with disabilities and autism to help calm it. So I definitely think there is a market in regards to that. I'm very big on affirmations, and like you said, there's so much negative in the world and we forget how truly amazing we are. So when my clients come to me, they say your affirmations, oh my God, I can still hear them in my head when I leave. I can still hear them in their head the next day. And I like to say something like, you're beautiful, you're strong, you're divinely protected, because it's how we should be speaking to ourselves anyway. And I want my clients to leave here feeling uplifted, feeling like, yes, I am strong. Yes, I can go out and do that. And I do think it's important to instill that into your clients as well. Just words of encouragement. And it's nice to hear when you're laying there getting your arms stroked, how beautiful you are. Some of them are like, yes, I'm beautiful.
Exactly. In an ideal world, ASMR shouldn't be necessary. People should just be able to fall asleep as easily as they want to, and mental health should be as healthy as people can make it. However, it seems that in a world that is constantly faster moving every day, maybe ASMR can provide some sort of solution. With all that said, I think it's probably bedtime. Good night.